Hi, my name is Anna. A lot of my colleagues at work in the European Observatory have returned to the Ukraine and to Poland, to the borders, and they're working in NGOs on the ground, and they're working mainly as like medics and stuff like that and helping refugees. And like loads of us have donated to our house this week in the last thing, and now we have a shop on the main street that we're looking for non-perishable food, baby food, nappies, sanitary products, hygiene products. We have enough clothes, the warehouses are full of clothes, we could sell the clothes, but that's what we really need. We also, if anybody has any contact with pharmaceutical companies, because we are so short of insulin, IVs, tourniquets, anything to help war wounds, that I have a really long list that if anybody wants the long list, I really give it to them. But if anybody has any of that stuff or any information that can link us up, because we have the transport, we have the means of getting it out, it's just we haven't got the stuff. So if this can help, we really appreciate it. And those of you who have donated to us already in the last week, these are brilliant. Thanks very much. Main Street, number 19. My colleagues in the European Union have gone back to the Ukraine and are on the Polish borders with NGOs on the ground, and we are so short of supplies. We have no medical supplies whatsoever. We need tourniquets, we need insulin, we need everything you can think of. Like, we're making makeshift IVs and stuff, and it's not going to last. So we need stuff like that donated. We need to team up with pharmaceutical companies here in Ireland that can help us ship it out. We also need non-perishable food and nappies and baby food and really important stuff like that for the 1.8 million people who have left Ukraine already, and there's going to sadly be lots more. So if we can team up and get that stuff in, we have the shop on the main street. People can drop in between 12 and 2 or 6 and 8 in the evening times, and it's there 7 days a week. So if they can do that, we have the contacts to get the stuff out. It's just like, well, my mate said I work at over there and I want to go, but I can't. So yeah, we really need this stuff. Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, thanks.
Lovely, thank you.
Jim, would you like to say a few words?
Thanks very much indeed, Joe, and well done, Anna. I thought when the Iron Curtain back in 1999 went, that was it. When the Berlin Wall fell down, we thought that was it. We thought never again would we see war on the landscape of Europe. But then again, never did we think that we'd have a thug and a tyrant like Putin. We have on the landscape of Europe something that we never thought would happen. That war was a thing of the past. That the European Union would spread right from Ireland over as far as the Urals. But that man has put a stop to it. And he has put a stop to it by the greatest brutality that you could ever imagine. What he has done to men, women and children, as of this very moment, looking at the news, has to be seen to be believed. I sat for 10 years in the European Parliament, proud of the project that we have. I sat with Latvians, Lithuanians, Estonians, Bulgarians, Romanians, Poles, Hungarians, right across the landscape of Europe. People who were locked behind the Iron Curtain for years, subjected to brutality. Now when Hungary in 1956 decided it was going to be democratic, the tanks rolled in from Moscow. When the Czechoslovakian people decided they had no more to do with Russia, what happened? The tanks rolled in from Moscow, and Dubček, the leader, became a car park attendant. Well, I can tell you this much: President Zelensky will not be a car park attendant, because he has been supported the length and breadth of the world. Never in all my life, and I'm in over 70 years on this planet, never have I seen such a unity of purpose. The United States, Canada, some countries in South America, Australia, New Zealand, the United Kingdom, and every single country in Europe have rallied behind the cause. And you know, he may destroy the hospitals, and he may destroy the schools, and he may destroy the houses, and he may kill people, but he will never kill the leadership, the determination, and the spirit of the people of Ukraine. And remember this, fall he will, fall he must. And when he falls, I hope that he brings the man from Belarus with him, because he's an equally bad thug. Look, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for your attendance. It's absolutely great. Solidarity is what it's all about. And can I finish by, I didn't know I was going to be asked to speak, but let's listen, there's a few singers in the audience. Can we say this? We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. For deep in my heart, I do declare we shall overcome someday. We are not alone. We are not alone. We are not alone today. And deep in my heart, I do declare we are not alone today. Upwards and onwards. Thank you very much indeed.
I'm not going to hold you, everybody, for coming along today and show your support and solidarity towards the suffering people in Ukraine. Thank you. One each side, yeah. So what you have to do is, you stand this side here, you stand that side. Well, thanks very much, everybody. Thank you. Oh, we have one here.
Hi, Anne. Well, I am here basically in my own capacity as a business person in Ballyhaunis, even though I am president of the Ballyhaunis Chamber of Commerce. But as you can see from the outpouring from the community here in Ballyhaunis, everybody is totally against Putin and his regime and the way he's bullied his way into Ukraine, and we're all here in solidarity with all those people in Ukraine today. There's very little we can do, but we can stand up and let our message be seen out there by everybody, and hopefully it'll be taken up on Facebook, and just to show our solidarity to all those people in the Ukraine and support them in any way we possibly can. It's totally unjust what's happening. It's undemocratic, and it's totally against the will of everybody there. Even the Russian people, if they were to know the truth, would be totally against this, I'm sure. So I'm here just in solidarity with all those people. A lot of people come into me from Ukraine and Eastern Europe, and lovely people, and I'm just here to show my support for them.
Like you can say like Slava Ukraine.
Slava Ukraine.
Thank you, Dom.
Anna organised the shop.
Yeah.
Well, Anna organised the collection, and the collection got so successful that they couldn't get into their house with all the stuff that was being delivered. So the upshot of it was the Chamber of Commerce through Anne Cagnan very kindly got us a venue that we could actually continue to take the stuff that's more necessary now than ever. We have all the clothes we need. There's plenty coming from all over the place, but what's badly needed is pharmaceuticals and hygiene stuff. And another thing too, which we tend to forget, but when you're on the march from another country like that, torches and batteries are extremely important. And the people say, oh, I can't get my hands on this and I can't get my hands on that. They can get their hands on torches and batteries, and transistor radios would be important that people need to be able to keep in touch with. So all of those things are very, very important. And it's the type of things that sometimes we forget, or we think that if we give something to a big recognised charity, this stuff needs to get there into Poland and onto the border as soon as possible. And people like Anna and all the rest have the contacts to make sure that it does. Joe Freedy released the Doves, and he organised this today as a means of making the town aware of it. We are the multicultural town in Ireland for a start, and possibly Europe. and they're our friends. We've got Ukrainians here. We've got good Ukrainian friends here, and we can't ignore them.